I did some preparation work before. I had a bunch of green peppers already chopped up in the freezer. Just let them thaw out. Some diced onion. Some of the little cherry tomatoes that I grew outside. Chicken breast, all cut up into little pieces. And I had the raw shrimp. I took all the shells and stuff off and cut them in half. So, oh yes, we've got shaker cheese, parmigiano. This is Perfect Pinch Cajun. No MSG. It's kind of spicy. It's got celery, onion, pepper, garlic in it. Flour. And a milk product. I use half and half. I don't drink milk, so when I cook with the good stuff. Okay, let's get a move on. I already cooked the penne pasta, and it's draining. This is 2 tablespoons of butter. You can use olive oil, but I'm a fatty, and I use butter. It tastes better. Into this, you saute your onions, peppers, and tomato. I was lucky that little tomato plant has provided me with a lot of nice tomatoes through the summer, and now it's winter and they're still growing. Oh, come on now. Come out wherever you are. Alright. And I will stir these around until they're sauteed a little. The onion becomes a little translucent. And then I'll show you what I do from there. This is pretty much the recipe from 54th Street Grill. They have locations in Kansas City, St. Louis area, and San Antonio and Dallas-Fort Worth. It's kind of a neat, eclectic place to eat, and they have some interesting things. This does not contain real rattlesnake. The pinch, the bite, is the Cajun spice. These are just about translucent. Then I will put them on top of the penne in a bowl and make the Alfredo sauce to mix it all up and all together. The sauce part I'm going to do in 2 parts. First, sauteing the chicken pieces, and when they are half finished I will put the shrimp in because they go a lot quicker. They cook a lot faster. And when I have these sauteed, I will put them on top of the penne pasta as well. And then I make the bechamel with the cheese. It's not a true Alfredo sauce, but it's what most people in this country think of as Alfredo sauce. And you can make just the Alfredo sauce and put it over noodles, as we say in the Midwest. Pasta everywhere else in the world. Cook, baby, cook. Be back in a couple minutes. Chicken and the shrimp look cooked. I had added a little water to get the water, boiling and cooking. Alright, now I'm going to put this on top of the penne and make the bechamel. Any decent cookbook that uses any kind of sauce will have a white sauce recipe. Basically, it's butter, flour, and milk. You kind of melt the butter, and you put your flour in. They'll tell you in your basic white sauce how much to put in. And you get the flour cooking a little bit beforehand, otherwise raw flour will taste just like raw flour. So I'm cooking up the rice a little, the rice, yeah, the flour, just a little bit. Okay? I'll be putting the milk in. And I stir it, and it's going to look really, really thin. The flour will thicken it, and what the flour doesn't thicken, when I put the Parmesan cheese in there, it will thicken it up some more. And I learned from someone in Italy that they put a dash of, where is it, nutmeg in their white sauce. Like that. It just flavor that's part of it. The recipe I have says to add the Cajun spice later, but I'm going to put it in now. Oop. Oops! Oops! Some like it hot. Yep, my favorite movie. Well, it's already starting to thicken a little bit at the bottom. I'll put in a little more milk. It's surprising how little flour you need to thicken something. And like I said, if it's still a little bit runny, I put the cheese in there and it will kind of like melt and everything. Oh, I forgot to turn the thing on. It was still hot. Alright, Shirley. Durr. This will be enough to coat the pasta. It should be anyway. Okay. Cook, baby, cook. I normally add shredded real cheese, but I'm being lazy today and adding the shaker cheese. I love real Parmesan cheese, that's why my channel name is Parmigiano. It's starting to thicken a bit. I do have some of that in the freezer. Let me go get it and put some in. Just thickening up a little. Now it's thickening up more. And if this isn't spicy enough, you can add more Cajun spice or the little pepper flakes, like the kind you get at pizza places, extra pepperoncini. Little flakes of pizza. Always can zing up your pasta. Now it's time to pour it on the pasta and mix it up. Ta-ta-da, ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Ooh. This is where, you can use what you have. I didn't have Roma tomatoes or anything like that, so I used some of my little cherry tomatoes that grew outside. Oh, sorry about that. It's not an earthquake, it's just me being clumsy. So to some people it looks gross, but it's pretty tasty, I do say. I made enough for 2 big meals. Since it's only me, one of them's going into the fridge to be eaten tomorrow or some other time. Plenty of salt. Cheese has salt, and some of the spicy things have salt. Oh, pepper. Pepper's not bad for you. Actually, pepper's good for you. It doesn't digest. It moves everything through your body. Time to eat. Gonna taste it now. Gonna taste it now. Ooh, yummy. Yum. That's the rattlesnake pasta. No snake meat. The bite is that Cajun spice. Yeah. Upward and onward.